Hello Pisces, welcome, welcome my beautiful fishies. So welcome back. My name is Summer and today we're going to do a read for you guys for matters of the heart for September, okay? So it is a general reading like we always say. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. If it does, take the bits that do and leave the rest. There's going to be a message out there for someone, okay? I will leave my link below if you want to order a personal reading. If not, please give me a thumbs up so the message can get out to more people. Now, let's get started. The first card I pulled is very much a general overall view of what's going on in your emotional realm for the month of September. And the first one I pulled was the bat. The bat. Now, on the forefront, the bat seems like a very icky, very dark creature, right? Very, mysterious and icky and scary and things like that. With the bat showing up, it does symbolize a few key elements. This is a rebirth. You may be going through a complete transformation in your life, in your material world, at your house, through your emotions, letting go of something. It also represents great change. Whether you like it or not, there is a need for change, and it's going to happen happen to you regardless. So either jump on the ship or just stay and let things fall down in front of your eyes. This is the unknown. You going into the unknown and kind of feeling scared about it, but having to do it anyway. This also represents certain dreams that you're having. You may be dreaming more and not quite able to understand. Things are being illuminated to you in your dreams. It is your job to really unravel those and try to remember them, trying to write them down. They are some messages for you, and a lot of it is things in your subconscious that you are not wanting to deal with. This also speaks of perception, seeing things from a different point of view. If you can't quite understand it, look from it, look at the situation from someone else's point of view, in their shoes, okay? Maybe you can perceive that situation differently. This also does, last but not least, represent an omen and an alert, okay? What that means is when you pull this card for your energy, it means that there is something you need to let go of. The bat means it's time to say goodbye, okay? There's a need to say goodbye to something, to someone, to a situation, to a way of thinking that life was going to go. Could be an addiction. However that resonates with you, especially if it's a person. It's time to say goodbye to them. Following that, I pulled some romance oracle. So to piggyback on the bat, we pulled children. Okay. Now the card typically indicates that children are affecting your love life. Whether you have children or your person has children or you can't do anything much in life, you don't have much of a life because you have children and you have responsibilities. But on a lighter note, this is you really needing to go within and heal that inner child within you that is still hurting and still being triggered by past experiences, by new experiences, by hurt and discomfort. There is also a need for you to really pay attention to your children if you have them, really play with them, get in the moment with them, things like that. Let me move this forward just in case. I don't want the bumping noise like I accidentally did last time. Next we have retreat, and you can see chewed up by my lovely fur babies. There is a time and a need to disconnect from the world. So you may need to go into a little bit of a hermit mode in the month of September, really get away from society, kind of withdraw. You don't have to necessarily withdraw. This is more of unplugging. Going into the woods, going into nature, leaving the phone behind, leaving electronics behind, and really spending time within yourself to heal. Then we have codependency. This speaks for itself. I know the fish, the Piscean in us, are very addicted to love. We're in love with the idea of love. And sometimes this can indicate that we get codependent on other people to make us feel happy, or we have to be in a relationship to feel happy. But what I think this is representing for Pisces is some sort of addiction. Could be to a person, place, or thing. It also could be to drugs. It could be to alcohol. It could be to your phone. Any sort of addiction. It's an addiction if it affects your life. If it really keeps you from progressing forward or doing things that you know you need to do. Everybody has some sort of addiction, right? So there is a need to tame this in the month of September and draw your attention to a codependency issue that needs to be healed within you, okay? So let's get on to the regular deck to see what else is going on for you for matters of the heart for September. So first, let's draw some cards to see what's really going on overall in your love life, matters of the heart. You know, I hate to say love life because you may not have one, or you may have one, or it may be complicated. So I just like to say matters of the heart. One more shuffle, please. We'll get some overall energy for Pisces and whoever they're inquiring about for the month of September. Here we go. Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Wands. Okay. So the Knight of Wands speaks about you, Pisces, really disconnecting from any idea. You can't see it, I'm sorry. At least you can see the picture. The Knight of Wands, it indicates that you are really not focusing on emotions at this point, not focusing on matters of the heart or exes or new relationships or indulging in anything new. This really indicates that you are detaching from emotions at this point. You're going on your own journey. You know, you're continuing to move forward. There's some sort of fear, but at the same time passion into moving into the unknown. There is still some absence that you're feeling. Someone in your world that you were once with could have just moved out. You could have, both of you guys could have just recently separated, and they moved out, or you moved out. Regardless, you guys separated. There's a sense of absence here. This person could have darker features, but you're going into the unknown. It's like you're very fearful of altering your life in this way, but you're trying to, with the Four of Pentacles, trying to advance your career, advance your finances, really lift them up, because I feel like there has been a financial upset with this person leaving. Now you don't have enough money when before you did. And now you're starting to get to the point where I have to do something. I have to, money's running out, money's getting tight, I'm saving resources, and still it's not enough. So you're really focusing on getting another job, working extra hours, hoarding your money, saving your money, not being generous to anyone. I feel like you're a very giving person, but you're not very giving at this time. I do feel like you're tad bit bitter about this because you feel like you shouldn't have to do this. You feel like you've been used in some way. Then then there's the Three of Wands, you being practical in the sense that you have to do something about this. You have to find your inner strength and go forward and go into business, go get that second job, go work extra hours. So you're finally getting out of the emotional realm and being very practical with the way that you proceed. So this is you waiting to hear news, waiting on your ships to come in, waiting on a big payoff, a lump sum that you know were promised in the past and it really hasn't moved forward. This is you waiting on getting that job offer, getting that response for that that application that you put in. This is also indicating for love or matters of the heart that you're really waiting on someone to communicate with you. Even though I feel like you don't expect it, you haven't asked for it, you're still aimlessly waiting. And this is again your ability or your inability to let go, to say goodbye to something that has left and gone. So this is still you waiting for this person to communicate with you, waiting for the tides to shift, waiting for the energy to shift. Yeah, so this is you waiting, trying to be practical, but not doing a great job. Just a second, my voice is getting so scratchy. Okay. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is when destiny takes over. This is when the wheel turns. Could be in your favor, could not be. However, there's a cycle that you've ended. Yeah, this is an advancement for better or worse. You're reaching a conclusion, you're reaching a culmination. And this is where you can really expect when the wheel comes in, this is when you can really expect the unexpected events to occur. So I feel like you are getting that job. You are going to start to see things start changing, a favorable outcome of finances, okay? So if this was a sign you needed that your finances are going to improve, this is your sign. The Wheel of Fortune typically means good. It means that, you know, you've filled your karmic debt. You've finally let go of a feeling of victim-like mentality and stepping out and taking initiative to change your world. So you're learning a lesson and you're moving on. And so the wheel, the universe, that cycle is ending for you, and now it's your turn. Now it's your time for the universe to save you and, you know, deposit money back for you. The seeds you've planted are coming and bringing you light out of the dark. So you're approaching the end of a problem. You're approaching the end of challenging times, per se. This also means with the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Wands, someone is reaching out to you. I feel like this person, it could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This could be a friend, or this could be the job offer that you're waiting on could be a fire sign and they're reaching out to you. Good news. We would love to hire you. Are you okay with this set amount of money? And you're like, yes, good news. But for some of you, I feel like this is a person coming back from the past that could have fire in their chart, okay? And they're really wanting to talk to you. I feel like you guys haven't talked in a while, but what the Wheel of Fortune is telling me is this person has taken a while and now they have changed their mind. They may have even become a stranger to you because you haven't talked to them, you don't know what they're doing, but they're coming to bring you some sort of good news. They're coming to bring a passionate, faithful type of communication. Let's see what else this person could be communicating. Okay, so there's going to be lots of back and forth communication about something that went wrong. Something, the big downfall. The Tower and the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands indicates that they're going to come back and want to really explain to you what happened. They could be asking you questions of what happened. Basically, what I see is you guys communicating, actually finally having a sit-down conversation about the big Tower moment, the big breakup, the big loss. I feel like there's going to be talks of the relationship, what happened, why there is abandonment in this, but also I feel like they're going to kind of portray that energy of, I'm hurt, I ghosted you, I quit talking to you because I felt abandoned by you. And this was very unexpected to me, and I've lost my stability, and I don't know quite what to do with it. I also see them saying something like, I made a hasty decision that probably wasn't the best. If we could have just sat down and had a conversation instead of both acting on our emotions and just making a decision based off of the present emotion, we probably, it wouldn't have blown out of proportion like this. And I'm realizing the consequences of my actions, and you're realizing the consequences of yours. They're really talking about, with the Ten of Coins, of the experiences that you guys have went through, the stability that they felt with you. Now they are trying to gain their stability back. They are they're trying. They still feel unstable. There's still a sense of instability, but they really do want to let you know that you do matter, that you did feel like family to them. They do miss the family aspect of this. There's some sort of home feeling with you that they're kind of just acknowledging at this point. And, you know, really really trying to clear the air is what I see, and make amends. I'm not seeing a reconciliation here or getting back together. What I see is clearing the air and taking that first step to really acknowledge that this was real. Acknowledge that they, you know, that one thing that Pisces was wanting to hear of, you were my family, and this and this and this is what we do wrong, and I'm sorry I was wrong. Okay? All right, so what question should we ask next, Pisces? What does your person want from you? Let's go there. What does your person want from you? In the month of September, what does this person want from you? Okay, I'm going to take it because it fell out. Y'all saw that. Two of Cups. Oh my gosh, my voice. I'm like struggling to talk for some reason. It's all coming out really croaky. Okay. Two of Cups. Ace of Cups. Four of Coins. Three of Wands. Seven of Cups. The Death. The Devil. The Five of Cups. Okay. So, what I feel like this person wants from you is they really don't know. They don't know what the hell they want. They want one thing, but they feel another. They want this relationship. They want to come back together. They want to quit being so indecisive. They feel the love and the passion. They want to bring you a new, refreshed offer. They really want to start new with you and clean the slate. They want that sense of happiness, that sense of fulfillment back with you. And in some aspects, it's like, in some aspects, they think this will work out favorably, that it will be good, it will be fulfilling, that you guys can work it out. It can be renewed. You guys can begin again. You guys can figure it out like you have before. They still have a lot of passion for you, and they know you do for them. They're wanting to have your cooperation. They're wanting you to understand them. They're wanting to have, it's like they know that you are the opposite of them. But they want harmony of the opposites. It's like you guys even each other out. You know, you could be very dreamy and they could be very not dreamy, very, you know, logical in every way, shape, or form. Before I get on to the next, what I don't like about this, honestly, is the way they're viewing you. Because if you look here, this Two of Cups, you know, this is all about them wanting you. But if you look at her cup, uh-oh, my bad. Battery was running low, about to die. Okay. If you look at this cup on her end, this is her cup, the devil comes out. His cup doesn't. But then you see him grabbing her cup and taking the offer, right? But what I don't like, that I've never seen before, is the devil coming out of this cup that they're both holding on to. It's like they may think that this relationship is toxic and doomed for utter failure. They may see you as toxic, you the one that has the toxicity, and together you may bring toxicity. You know, I've never noticed that before, but this may be how they're viewing you. What I also see with this devil shadowing, like it's kind of, the wings are encircling the two heads, is that every time you guys come together, it's like drama follows. Not just your own drama, but external influences. And you always get it from both ends, and you don't understand why there can't be peace. Like, you know, their ex, your ex, just starts drama and starts contacting you guys, and it's like this dark cloud over you, and you can't understand why. Why can't we just have peace? So they could be viewing that situation as that. I do want to say this. If you're a true soulmate, or twin flame rather, if you believe in that, if you don't listen to this message. I don't care. But twin flames is kind of the vibe I'm getting from this. And the one thing you have to know is you don't have to be with your twin. Absolutely do not. If it's too detrimental for you, I get it. Don't do it. If you do, let's just say you do, for example, the twin flame is hard. You're always going to reflect, since the person is half of you, half of your soul, you're going to reflect to each other the good parts and the bad parts of each other, okay? So, for example, say that one person is the left brain person that likes to feel free and wants to go and come as they please and doesn't like feeling tied down, and the other person is very sensitive and romantic and likes love and wants, you know, attention and enjoys that type of thing. Together, it balances out a person or a soul. But it's like, what you don't realize, the reason why it's hard is you're constantly reflecting the things that you don't like about yourself, that you want to complete yourself. So it's always kind of going to be the opposite, but combined together, it completes a person. And you're always going to be triggered by outside influences, by internal conflict. Really showing that person things that they need to heal within themselves, because we're triggers for each other. Okay, moving on. So 4 of Coins and the 3 of Wands, again, they really want to they're really wanting that stability back of financial wealth, financial growth. They really did love that aspect of you guys being together and not having to pinch pennies. They really liked that aspect that, you know, I had your back when I didn't have enough, and you had my back when I didn't have enough, okay? Then we have the 7 of Cups. This is really feeling, they do feel like you are kind of disillusional at times. They feel like you make decisions based on imagination, based on unrealistic things, illusionary things. Like your head is always up in the clouds. They also feel like you drink too much, but they mainly feel like you live in a fantasy land, and they're really wanting you to stay, you know, come down a notch. Really want you to be more grounded or more level-headed. Yeah, basically it. Then, how I told you, they don't know what they want. They're very flip-floppy because they want this love. Then it's like we come into them wanting to let it end, let it go, feel the loss, that it's going to be a bad investment, that you guys are going to get into the same situation, the same tower moment. You guys are going to completely go into cycles over and over and over again. They feel like even though they're bonded to you, that you guys will come back together and become toxic all over again. That there will be a lack of success, a downfall, and them, you know, reopening the wounds yet again. They feel like the relationship has a lot of flaws. That they won't be able to bring you that real love that you're yearning for, and that it will just end up with the 5 of Cups, feeling loss and regret and having to leave again. So they're in both minds of, I want this, but I don't want the toxicity. I don't want it to end again. I don't want to keep making the same mistakes. So they want it, but they don't want to take, it's like they don't want the same thing to happen. They don't want the loss. They don't want the, you know, to make a bad decision and everything, create another shitstorm, you know? It's hard for them to reopen the wound again and keep losing each other and finding each other, things like that. Oh my God, my throat's so dry. So let's see what action they will take towards you, if any, in the month of September. What action will they take towards you? One more shuffle, please. Okay, cup of the deck. Cup on deck. I don't know what I'm going to name this video. Okay. What action will they take towards you? 4 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 7 of Swords, Justice, the Empress, and the Seven of Cups. Okay. Just a second. Okay. Hold on. Your person is still a little bit in two minds here. Okay, so I do feel that the action that they're going to take with you is the one of they're wanting to come forward to you. The Four of Wands, they're wanting to have romance with you again. They're really wanting to open their heart and open the door to you, I feel like. It's like this newly acquired epiphany, a new acquired thought. Maybe they've taken some time to think about things. They've rested, recuperated after this strife, after this union, you know, kind of went into a repose, a reflection mode. You've had some time apart, some separation, time to think about things. And there's been some sort of some change. I feel like there's been a change in the air. There's been a realization that this disappointment that they're feeling, even though it was a hard pill to swallow, is a very bitter expense. It was feelings that, you know, I'm always going to be discontent like this. If I keep running, if I keep not fixing experiences, if I keep running from things that I need to fix, there is a sense of them really feeling that they would like to come back and at least try and fix things, at least try to see if your connection is strong enough for you guys to move forward. They're a little bit disgusted with themselves, but there's things about you that they want to change too. However, I do see that they're kind of really taking a minute to plan things out and see if you guys can get together and have a new plan, a new way of going forward. It's like they really do want to attempt it. They do feel uncertain. They do feel like this is an illusion, that everything's going to fall to shit. But they really want to try because they feel like they have met their partner. They really feel like they have met the person that they want to eventually marry, you know? And it's like they have put a lot of effort into this just to walk away. And they're tired of, you know, living the same patterns over and over and over and just leaving, and it all been for nothing. That's what I'm hearing, is they don't want it all to be for nothing. They're very uncertain. Like I said, they may be on guard just a little bit, kind of how he's coming forward, but then he hides behind the tree, just kind of peeking like baby steps, just crawling. However, they want to be reasonable. They want to be fair with you. They have good intentions coming forward. They have received some good advice and feel balanced about the decision that they're making. They just feel like things could grow with you. I just keep seeing that they eventually, you know, they felt like this, you motivate them, that this could be a successful partnership. It's like you motivate them to move forward. You know, they get you out of that illusionary, right brain type of whimsical and bring them down to earth. And you kind of do that to them. You kind of let them be a little more lighthearted and not so hard outer shell. And they just really feel that they see marriage with you in the future. And it's like you understand them in a certain sense. You guys understand each other. And if they can't make it work with you, that they never will with anyone. If they don't try again with you, they will feel like they have lost you forever. And again, I just feel like I've put too much in, and I still feel too much for this person just to let it go forever, when this could be at least a last attempt to fix our shit instead of run away from it. It's like you guys are both recognizing that you need to fix things rather than run. Okay? So they are taking action towards you. Again, they're going to be kind of like a turtle mode of not sure, uncertain. So they may stick their neck out and then go back in. Stick their neck out and go back in, just kind of taking heed. A little bit frightful of how this might go or your reaction. So let's see the final outcome. Final outcome for September. Just for September. So mainly what I see is communication. Communication from this person. What is going to happen for September? What will be the outcome of this? Outcome for the month of September. Cool. Oh, need to get some more aqua. So we have the Three of Wands reversed, along with the Lovers, and along with the Knight of Cups. Now this outcome is you guys coming back together. I feel like they may approach you and invite you to a sit down, to go out. Kind of like a small request, a small proposition to sit down, have a drink, and talk. They are still very highly attracted to you, and they're going to be coming to you in the month of September, and they're going to offer to take you out to have a sit down chit chat, kind of propose just a small invite, as simple as that. And it's funny because I'm getting the word appeal, like they're appealing, like an appeal process. Can we appeal this separation? Can we appeal things that we, you know, I appeal this decision. I don't know why that's funny to me, but there is, it's like in September you're going to be dealing with, this is a test of a test of your guys' sincerity, of both of your sincerity to this relationship. Do we still have the romance? Do we still have the friendship? Can this be saved? And I do see that you're going to be trusting. You're going to be trusting the offer and the commitment and really sitting down. And this speaks of a beginning of a friendship, the beginning of a romance, still having deep, deep emotions from someone and to someone, and something that could potentially lead to marriage. I feel like this person, you know, you're going to be looking at each other on the same page again. Yes, there's going to be talks of discontentment. Yes, all of that. What I do want to call your attention to at this time is someone external to you guys. Could be a friend, a family member is going to try to talk to you guys and give their advice to you. They have an ulterior motive, and I would steer clear of it. Just beware, because this person is trying to actually keep you apart and not really wanting you to grow, not really wanting you guys to get out of your toxic cycle and your toxic habits. It's like they have a different version of you and don't see the good that you guys bring to each other and the love that you guys have for each other. So just beware of that. But I do see this person wanting to come back and offer their love and approach you and in advance to you. And I do see it's going to be genuine. It is going to be emotional time for you guys. A lot's going to be talked about. And I do see it going well for you guys, for the time being, you know. Yeah, they're ready to put an end to the heartbreak, the loss. They're just not ready to give up on it. They feel like what you guys have is incomplete, and it was rushed, and it was a hasty decision that they regret. And they just still feel the loss, and they're ready to, they know that this is real love, and that other people that they've encountered, it wasn't. It was, you know, an infatuation, and they see and acknowledge that within you, and they're ready to at least talk about it. They are ready to talk, okay? So, Pisces, I hope this helps. That was kind of long and in-depth, but I do see good things coming for you guys. And it's so weird because at the beginning, you know, it was all about goodbye, having to let something go. And I feel strongly that you finally detaching and saying goodbye is really what you're healing. You know, it was really helping things move forward for this partnership, or for whatever's coming in for you, because it was like a need to heal that part of yourself, a need to learn a lesson, to let go of things, you know, let go. And you did, and you know, see, it comes back when you learn lessons, when you learn to let go. That may have been your lesson for this cycle, was to let go, to not hold on, and then things just naturally come in for you. So let me know in the comments section below if it resonated with you in the month of September, or is starting now. And if not, give me a thumbs up. Everybody, please give me a thumbs up. But if I don't talk to you or do a personal reading for you, I will talk to you in the next reading. Peace and love, guys. Bye.